Morning. Please tell us more about this juror's case and how did this juror get past the vetting procedure?
Well, that's a huge question in this case. There was a lengthy questionnaire asking about, have you, a family member, or anyone you know, been a victim of abuse, child abuse, sexual abuse, anything like that? He had to have answered that question. If he said yes, he might have been stricken as from the jury, at least been asked about this. But he was like out in questioning for like seconds, as he said, and came back out. So it sounds like he didn't answer that truthfully. So the question is, if he didn't answer that truthfully, and they would have had a challenge that they could have exercised for cause, which is basically a strike that you get extra from, peremptory challenges, they may get a new trial for Maxwell. But here's the other thing. He went into the jury room and used what's called extrinsic evidence, which is his experience as a victim, to educate the other jurors. When you have the non-disclosure in jury selection, and then the injection of your own extrinsic evidence, which might be a life experience, there's a presumption that that is prejudicial and there could be a new trial. That combination, not just the non-disclosure, but the combination.
What strikes me, though, is why on earth jurors are talking after the event. This doesn't happen here in the UK, and it seems to completely undermine everything. And given the amount of money that's swirling around this case, the cynic in me starts to wonder whether or not, these jurors are being needled a little bit. Perhaps they're being encouraged to talk about what went on in the jury room because they could make some money out of it.
Well, we saw that in the Michael Jackson case. I covered that case years ago, and the jurors were basically jetted out in private planes to the morning shows in the United States. It's not new. It's unfortunate. We have free press here, and they can talk. They have a First Amendment right. However, what has just happened here, it wasn't just one juror. Remember, it was a second juror, too, that talked about these kinds of experiences in the jury room. It could undermine the whole system. And then he also, this particular juror has to have a lawyer now appointed to him. He's gotten his own lawyer. And here in the United States, he could actually be charged with perjury on lying about on the jury form, but also with other, criminal acts. It's not just some kind of civil penalty or throwing out the Maxwell verdict. He's got jeopardy as well.